All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to our Inner Circle Live pre-New York session. I'm your host, Ryan Carthage. We'll be joined shortly by my awesome partner, Mr. Ben Allen. Hope everybody is doing well today. As always, let's turn off all distractions, grab pen and paper, let's take lots of notes, and let's make sure that we participate and engage. We want to make sure that we are starting the day off by taking massive action. And that action stands for accepting all possible losses before entering a trade, preparing you for the outcome, setting yourself, body, mind, and spirit, ensuring a balanced approach to trading, trusting in education, strategy, trade skills, and intuition. Imagine your trade success materializing, obeying your trading strategy, avoiding decisions based on greed or fear, and never looking back or stopping once your trade has commenced. All right. We got some stuff to get caught up on today, good people. Um, it's been an interesting afternoon yesterday. And yeah, we got some action. So if everybody can hear me okay, drop me one in the chat and we will get rocking. Appreciate it. All right. Let's slide over to trading economics first. No, that's not what I want. All right. First things up. Oil rallies, right? Joy, I think it was Joy, Tyrone, a couple of folks posted in the community yesterday. Um, Oil spiked to the upside. We've said watch for a conflict to escalate. And WTI crude futures rose above $71 a barrel on Wednesday. Um, Extending over 2% gain from the previous session, driven by fears of broader war in the Middle East following hear me, Iran's missile launch targeting Israel. Direct involvement of Iran, a key OPEC member, increases the likelihood of disruptions to the oil supply. Israel reported that Iran launched over 180 ballistic missiles at the country on Tuesday in retaliation for Israel's actions against Tehran's Hezbollah allies in Lebanon. Uh, in response, Israel military stated on Wednesday that its air forces would intensify strikes across the Middle East and vowed retaliation against Iran. Meanwhile, API data showed that U.S. crude inventories declined by 1.5 million barrels last week, falling short of the market expectation of 2.1 million barrel draw, um, but marking a second consecutive weekly drop. Right. So we got oil moving to the upside. We got this conflict extending and could extend further, right? With Iran directly involving themselves, it it definitely makes things a little bit more interesting. I understand that they back both of the militant groups, um, but they're directly involved now. All right, and so we'll continue to watch this, but you also had the United States um, say that they're working directly with Israel on a response. Um, we talked about yesterday, the United States was sending additional military over to the area. This will likely involve those additional military now. So this is going to be a very interesting situation. All right. Um, so we'll continue to follow and we'll take a look at the move on oil. But definitely looking for that to continue moving to the upside, at least in the short term. Then we had Euro area. The unemployment rate in the Euro area was unchanged from the prior month at 6.4% in August, holding its lowest on record. Um, and in line with market expectations, the results extended the period of resilience in the bloc's labor market, holding up to the historic monetary tightening by the ECB. The number of unemployed individuals decreased by 94,000 from the previous month to 10,924. I'm sorry, 10.9 million. Um, Additionally, youth unemployment rate, reflecting those under 25 who are seeking employment ease to 14.1. Okay. Um, so, right, unemployment unchanged in the euro area. Then I think that's all on this side. Um, over to the calendar, and then I want to talk about some Japan stuff. Um, Initially, when the missile strikes in Israel occurred, you saw cash run to safe havens, right? You saw the yen um, gain some value. So, but then you saw the yen turn around, right? And so we'll talk about what caused that yen to turn around. Um, so this is the data from this morning. Not a ton of impactful data, just the unemployment rate there. We got OPEC meetings today, which with the events from yesterday could be interesting. Then on the ADP non-farm employment change later on this afternoon, then we got a lot of central bank speakers, uh, particularly FOMC members coming to the microphone throughout the day today. And we got crude oil inventories at 10:30. All right. So not a super busy day, but these statements could give us some additional insight on the Fed's positioning. All right. Um, what we had though, I'm gonna go over to Bloomberg for a second, is Governor Ueda spoke after the new prime minister who said he was in support of the central bank doing its thing and the central bank being separate. Prime minister urged caution in raising rates too fast. He said all the right things at the beginning, but now he's giving his insight or his opinions. Um, and you heard Governor Ueda, he spoke yesterday, and he also gave some dovish signals following those remarks from the prime minister. So that is what caused the yen to turn around and start pushing back to the upside. All right. Uh, yeah, someone tapped the shoulder. And so don't move too fast, right? Don't move too fast. So I just dropped that article in the chat, but the BOJ is always kind of paid attention to the tone of the prime minister and just government officials overall. And here they are again, right? And we've been talking about that yen potentially continue to weaken a little bit over the next couple months. So this kind of solidifies at least October won't have any rate increases, but gives us more confirmation that December will likely be that time frame for the BOJ to increase rates again. And it could even be longer than that, right? So we'll take a look at some of those and see the turnaround on those. We talked about yesterday, potential push down and then a reversal, and that's kind of what we got yesterday out of the yen. So, but this is why between the missile strikes, giving the push down, and then Governor Ueda giving some dovish signals, causing it to turn around. So that is where we are from a fundamental perspective. Are there any questions, or you guys have anything to bring to the table? No. Nope. All right, Benny. Good morning, bro.
Ryan, good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. How are you, Ryan?
I am doing well, man. Doing well. How about yourself?
Oh man, doing pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome. Yesterday I got a chance to last night one of my high school teammates came into town
Yeah.
and he was picking up another one of our teammates because he's getting inducted into the College Hall of Fame
Oh,
this
that's crazy.
weekend. Yeah, so I got a chance to spend some time with both of them last night for about an hour or so. So it was good seeing both of them,
That's
but everything's
just
going
like
well, man.
just like old times, eh?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. for
That's
sure.
good, man. That's good. Glad you had the opportunity to do that.
Appreciate it, man. So what's up? What's up your way, dude?
Oh man, nothing. Just watching the markets, right? I mean, when in doubt, sell first, ask questions later. When stuff when stuff breaks out. So that's what I'm watching today. Like now, the last time, remember the last time Iran shot missiles or whatnot, the market recovered pretty fast. But I don't know if that's going to be the case,
I don't
because
know.
things are like at a whole nother level now. So I'm kind of just on the sidelines right now,
Yeah.
just kind of waiting to see how things play out. There were a couple setups that I was watching that I had second thoughts about, so stayed out. And there was a couple I actually got hit on. So because of that move in the market. So I'm kind of just waiting to see what the market's going to do today, man. Because like you said, the uh the yen, right? No rate hikes holding off, but at the same time, it benefits as a safe haven, and
Yes,
so we
this is
saw
true.
we saw gold, right? We had already, I mean, we've been long gold all year. I'm out right now when it hit that 2600, but you see gold, I think was up 1% yesterday as a result of what's going on. The yen, strengthening in some areas. So yeah, man, things are getting a little crazy,
Yeah, dude.
with the Middle East. So the market definitely said, hands off going to cash, is what it looked like yesterday. So just continuing to watch that, man. That's just about it. That's what really impacted everything hard, you know. So I was wondering if there's gonna be any, yeah, VP debates usually don't impact things much, but you never know these days. So I was keeping a close eye on things last night as the debates was going on, but nothing really, going there. So but other than
Okay.
that, that's it, man. That's it. You covered it. You covered it this morning.
Cool deal, man. This should be an interesting rest of the week, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting rest of the week.
for sure. I mean, it's hard to believe, man, that we're in October already. And then next month, it's gonna be to see if it's gonna be something to see if the market start to tighten up as we move towards the end of the month, towards that election. To see if things start moving
Hmm.
sideways. So that's another thing that I'm watching out for as well.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Appreciate that heads up. We
Yep.
could definitely see that. Definitely could see that. Waiting to see who steps in. Waiting
Yeah.
to see who steps in.
Yeah. For sure. But other than that, the one play that we talked about over the weekend, right, with those yens, you know, and then that GJ that I was watching, that one was the one that did his thing. So
Yep.
yep, 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 for
Yep.
sure.
This move right here. You got the turnaround, then you got this drop, and then a reversal. Right. So this is what happened yesterday, right? And then you got this push. I'm sorry, Monday. And then you got this push down yesterday, right? And now you're seeing that turnaround. Cloud break came back, retest the cloud. Now we're turning back over, pushing back to the upside. That's the GJ there. And it was this 80-20 on the one, right? Boom. Beautiful reversal back to the upside. And now we didn't quite get a double bottom there, right? But we got to turn over and we're pushing back to the upside now. All right. So let's see if we can break the cloud here on the one on the GJ and continue this move to the upside as we touched on yesterday. All right. So we'll watch that closely there. Um, Back to the daily on the GJ, right? Close bullish today. We'll have our swing low here. As stochastic is still pushing down, we'll see what happens today. It could continue to move down, and we could continue to have some divergence happening there. So we'll watch that and see how things continue to transpire. But that's the GJ. Moving back to the upside there. The dollar, DXY, continue to push long. We talked about it yesterday, making its way back to the top of the range, and that's where we're headed, right? This is on the 4-hour time frame. See yesterday's strong pushes to the upside. Safe haven action, right? Now we're getting some consolidation. Might see a pullback, and then we'll look for a continuation to the upside on the dollar. Right. Back to this oil play, right? So on the daily, you see the strong push to the upside. And that was Monday. You got some hesitation, and then boom. Strong action to the upside there. So we're moving back long, which is what we were anticipating, right? You see the move here, that level held, and now we're pushing long. This was the reaction with that missile launch, and now you see us continuing to the upside. So we'll watch the 72. Let me change this. 72.45, right? If we get a break of that, we get a break of that level, top of the range here, right? We'll look for a break, retest, and continuation to the upside. Just like that, boom. Okay, Doug stochastic in the sell zone. So, right, as we continue to push long, this could be our retracement, bringing that stochastic back down into the buy zone for continuation up. So let's watch that and see. But oil moving to the upside as expected. Daily time frame, we had this push down, so we still need 2 candles to the right to form that swing low, right? But stochastic pushing down closer to that buy zone. And then let's look on the one. So we'll start running fibs to the upside now to track that move long. Boom. Just with this could potentially come back, right? That B boundary didn't form until that candle closed. So as we push into this 118 and 127 zone, maybe we see a deeper retracement coming back, retesting some of this resistance here around 50%, 50, 60% in the cloud here on the 1 hour. So we'll watch this and see. Could be a deeper retracement, but if we break that level, then I'll still be looking for buying opportunities on that to the upside. Close to breaking the A on the 4. Yep, I got you. So you want me to run the fib on the 4, or you want the fib off the daily?
4. I was playing the 4-hour. Okay.
Yeah, that's where we are there. 80-20 to the upside, 382, pull back, continuation. So we got a little bit to go. Sitting at just shy at 382 level.
So that sub fib on the daily is in confluence with the 4-hour sweet spot. And that's what I was. Oh, that fib.
Which one are you looking at? I got a few running here. The capital fib here?
Yeah.
Or the sub fib?
I got a sub fib. I want to say it runs. I'm sorry, I ain't got my computer on.
Okay.
I want to say it's at the first hump.
Here?
Nah, down my up fib, my confluence. Down, yep.
Running to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Man, if you could see my finger pointing, like
there you go. There you go.
Yep.
8-6 retracement, pushing low.
Because if you that DX is right at the 4 sweet spot.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, I got you. Just above that. Yep. Cool deal. Any other questions on oil? Yep, right on line there. Oh, all right. All right, cool deal. Want to look at some of these. I want to look at the indices and stocks to see how those fared yesterday. Um, S&P 500 started to turn over a bit. All right, we got this crown pattern playing out to the upside, still trying to make its move, but stochastic in the sell zone. You see price turning over, retesting previous resistance that it broke, right? As it continues to move long. Came back, retested that level today, or yesterday, sorry. Come down to the 4, and I'm going to take this crown off. And I'm going to run this to the upside. All right, so look at that. Previous resistance, future support, in line with the 50% 618 retracement, right? So do we get price to settle in and start moving back to the upside here? Okay, nice retracement yesterday. How does price fare moving through the day today? And what does the market look like, right? They continue to move into cash. Um, it's generally what happens, what I've seen happen, and Benny, you can tell me your thoughts on this too, but when we see wars escalate, and this is the potential of an all-out war in the Middle East between Iran and Israel. Generally what we see initially is um, flight to safety, right? We see safe haven currencies pick up steam. Um, but then after the initial shock wears off, then we see commodity currencies rally. Your Aussie, your New Zealand, Canadian dollar because of the materials that are used in war, right? Um, so I'm interested to see. I think the yen will fare a little differently, um, just because of the state of the economy there and where they are with interest rates. Um, I think we'll see a shift there over time if this continues to escalate and extend out. But um, we could see commodity currencies rise after a period of time. So and stock market as well. So that's what I'm watching to see is what the is how things move forward. So could see stock market at some point turn over and continue making this move back to the upside.
I'd agree with that, right? That's what we've seen in the past, So we'll see if this war continues to widen and deepen, man. And then I'm interested to see what happens with this longshoreman strike as well.
Yes, yes. They actually went on strike yesterday, the day before, right?
I believe so. So we'll see there. That has the ability to have a huge impact. So there's lots going on, man, fundamentally. So I get why some people going to cash, at least temporarily.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So do you know the how much comes in on that East Coast? 'Cause I was trying to find some data on that the other day.
I do not.
Okay. I'm gonna look into that. I'm curious on the volume that comes in on the East Coast opposed to your southern ports and your West Coast. You only got a couple on the West Coast, but um, I'm curious to see that because we could the markets that I see like really being impacted majorly, automotive. Joyce said it ain't toilet paper. Um, automotive, potentially getting a big hit if this if that lingers on. Um, and some of your vegetables. So I'm curious to see. Yeah, people definitely spread rumors. I had to have a conversation about that the other day too.
I'll have to find it because I was looking at Bloomberg yesterday and they ran down the list and it was really kind of minority things that are just like Benny said, it's not going to affect us, but those containers going to be sitting there because a lot of people got their inventories in last week. They tried.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, they will, man. The stuff coming from China and such. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So we shall see. We shall see. Definitely an impact
Oh,
there though.
corn is one of them. Corn.
Corn. Okay. All right. Yeah, so let's watch that too. I definitely forgot about that initially. So here we are on the one retracement, right? So let's see what happens here at this level, see if that level holds. What's that? 56.82. See if that level holds, maybe a little deeper push. But then see if we get market turnaround and push back to the upside. All right, so that's the S&P 500. Um, over to the NASDAQ. Similar story, right? Um, clean some of this out. But we got a nice cloud break here, bullish ahead. Now we're coming back, doing some retesting. This level there. There's your support level there, right? So pull back and retest, maybe even coming down and retesting the cloud here. You see moving sideways, support, resistance. So a little bit more of a retracement coming potentially, right? And then see if we get a bounce. Okay, so as we come down to the four, take a look at this move to the upside. Boom, 80-20. All right, push into that 118, 127 zone, reversal. All right, so 618 area comes in line just below that support level. So let's watch and see if we can get price to move into our sweet spot here, giving us a buying opportunity and a move back to the upside. All right. But 80-20 on the way. I don't know if anybody caught this last week, but moving to the downside there. Okay. Then on the one, boom, downside. Right. So watch that retracement. Could take out the A on the one. All right. Give us a deep retracement on the four, and then we'll look for a reversal there. Um, how did those ETFs fare yesterday? We got XLK. Retracements coming. So we got a swing high here on XLK. Do so. Swing high there. Boom. moving to the downside. Okay, this 1, 2, swing low there, right? It's coming back to a support level. Got another level of support here. Okay. So retracement, right? Stochastic in the sell zone, swing high formed, down, right? So we got this retracement coming. We'll see how deep that retracement goes, and then see if we get that turnaround back to the upside, right? That's in the short term there. I don't have a capital fib on this one. Oops. That's why. There we go. Right, so overall 786 retracement here, and we're trying to make our way to the upside. So just another lower high potentially, and then a continuation low. I'm sorry, a higher low on this pullback, and then a continuation to the upside. So we'll watch that trend line there. Down on the 4. Maybe. There we go. There we go. All right. That's where we're at there. Right. So matching extension on the 4 is here. So I'll mark that level. Boom. 235.65, ultimately where we're headed. So I'm watching the waves as they move there. $80.20 on the 1, right? So retracement makes sense. So we'll come back, test this trend line, and then we'll see how price moves from there. All right. Um, mm. So looking at a retracement here. Okay. 80.20 on the 1, move back down to the downside. Makes sense. Swing highs on the daily. We also got a cloud break, so look for that pullback to continue. Questions on XLK? Nope. All right, cool deal. VTI. Crown pattern playing out. Excuse me. Crown pattern playing out. All right. Pressing to the upside, and we're getting a pullback. Excuse me. Again, swing how to form. Retesting previous resistance. We might break that and pull a little bit deeper, but we'll watch this level and see how things move from there. Boom. Okay. 50% retracement, marching to the matching extension at 292. Just shy of an 80-20 here on the 1. I'll pull that out. B boundary, trying to reverse. We'll see if we get a deeper retracement coming back to around that level. 273. All right, see if we get a pullback there, and then a continuation to the upside. Okay. Questions here on VTI? Nope. All right, cool deal. I want to look at NVIDIA also is another one that been sitting in for a while. Continuing to move long. Stochastic still in the sell zone here, right? And we're seeing that retracement coming. But 8-6 retracement, matching extension here, 135. All right. Down on the 4. Again, right, potential higher low as price continues to make its trek to the upside here. Okay. The extension on the 4 is in line with the D extension on the daily. Down on the 1. All right. Just retracement coming. Press B boundary down, look for a low price, and then look for an opportunity to add to the trade. That's NVIDIA. That's all good. Appreciate the insight. And then Adobe is the other one. Pushing down in deeper in the zone here. That's on the 1. We'll come back to it. Daily time frame. Moving down. Let's see. Get a larger look here. Okay. Took the A out there. Yeah, okay. LVMH. So deep retracement, pushing back down to this A boundary here. Stochastic pushing out of that buy zone, kind of in the middle. So we got things coming down to the downside from a tech perspective. So we'll watch this and see if we take out the A boundary or if price holds that A boundary, right? We take out the A, then we could be pushing toward 80-20 on that down fib. Okay. So if we do continue to the downside, right, watch for price coming into this zone here. Right. Coming into that zone there, previous resistance, potentially future support. And then we'll see if we get price to hold in that area, maybe even pushing deeper, like something like that. Okay. So watching this zone here from 496, 469, right? If we take out that A, and that's on the daily time frame. So coming down to the 4, right? Pushing deeper in the zone there. And that would also take out the A on the 4. We got an 80-20 here on the sub fib to the downside. If you guys can see that there, right? So let's see if price settles in at that A boundary and gives us a reversal here. Okay. We'll watch that throughout the day and see how things move. But if that initial safe haven push going to cash, we could see this move to the downside still in the shorter term before we get that reversal. So just keep that in mind. And on the 1, you got your 80-20 here. Your D extension is in that zone that I mapped out on the daily. Okay. So if we do continue pressing to the downside and take out that A, we'll look for that D extension, 488.81. And then we'll see if price settles in this zone for that reversal back to the upside. Okay. Overall, still looking long on Adobe, just got some retracements occurring, right? And even deeper discount price than what it was previously. So yeah. So that is what I got on the stock side. Questions on Adobe? Nope. All right. Cool deal.
No, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one on the long side. So the
Yeah.
way I'm positioned in it right now, I'm just gonna buy more when it bottoms out. So
Yep. I'm in
that's for
agreement
my
with you
investment
100% on
account.
that.
Yeah, I like the long term. I like the long term play and expectations on that.
Agree 100%. I'm positioned similarly, right? So it continues to push down. I'm gonna let it and then look to add to it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we'll keep our eyes there on Adobe as well. Um, Want to check in on this euro yen. All right, we looked at that pound yen earlier. Euro yen, you see we're continuing to push to the upside here, right? That divergence happening, but we close bullish. That'll be a swing low here on the daily as well. There, right? And we'll see if we get that continuation to the upside. Okay, down on the 4, you see it turning over here again. Didn't quite give us a double bottom, but we'll see if we get price to continue to rise. And then we'll see what happens at this 163 level, right? If we're able to break that and continue that push just a little bit higher, like the price to get to 166, if possible, but we shall see. We shall see, right? And down on the 1 was our 80-20. Boom. Reversal, pullback. We're looking to get a continuation to the upside here. See if we can get a nice cloud break on this and then map our ABCD waves to the upside off this second low. All right. So that's where we are, pushing to the upside. Let's see if we get a nice cloud break and a full reversal here on this euro yen pushing long. Okay. Did anybody hold this? Is anybody still holding this? Or that pound yen?
No,
Joe, you are?
I held GJ.
Okay. I did too. I did too. Took a little bit of profit off of it, but um, still holding the original position to the upside. So we'll see. We'll see how it fares, right? We'll see what happens as we move through this period. Okay. Other than I wanted to look at was this. Oh, not the Swiss yen, Euro Aussie. We said yesterday we wanted to see if this 160 level would hold, right? And double bottom at this 8-6 retracement level. It's held so far, right? And let's see if we get 2 candles to the right to form as we move through the week. Stochastic in the buy zone here, right? Moving out of the commodity currencies, at least in the short term, right? See if we get this reversal to happen here, right? This is on the daily time frame. So watching this level, we continue to hold, see if we get that nice reversal there. Coming down to the 4, push right into your 118, 127 zone, right? Just like we talked about yesterday, get into that support. Now can we start that reversal and that move back long, right? So looking for this one to make a move to the upside, even if it be it in the short term, coming back and retesting some of those higher levels, right? Here's your trend lines coming into the downside. Okay. Let's see if we get a nice reversal here. Okay. So that's on your 4. And then down on your 1, you got that fresh AB boundary as we hit that D extension on the push down. All right. Now let's see if we get price to break this cloud and move to the upside. Questions on the Euro Aussie? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. All right. All right. So looking for a move back to the upside on that one. Sure, I mentioned the Aussie yen, right? That's pushing back to the upside as well. Okay, nice deep retracement, 618. Push long through the month of September, right? Now, let's see if we're able to break this level. 99,792 ish. 99,874. See if we're able to break this and continue pushing to the upside. Okay. Down on your 4. You got to a 382 here. And reversing back long. This is the level that I'm watching here, 102 on this Aussie yen, right? I'd like to see price get back there. And then we'll see how things fare from a fundamental perspective. Right? That's where my eyes are looking right now. And then down on your 1, right? 50% retracement, pushing to the upside, matching the extension 109.74. So still headed to the upside here on this Aussie yen as well. Okay. Questions on the Aussie yen?
Nope.
Ben, you got anything else you got your eyes on, bro?
No, sir, not right now. Kind of waiting on the market to open and see what'll happen. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's something, to see that these yen crosses are moving higher again.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
is. It definitely is, dude.
yeah, just that quick. They're trying to recover. So we'll see what happens when the market opens. See if any setups come into play. But I'm being super patient, man. I've learned my lessons over the years. I don't want to give anything back that I don't have to. So
Don't want to give
we'll
it
see.
back. That's for sure. That's for sure. Team, we got a few minutes left. You guys got anything you got your eyes on? You want to take a look at? Swiss yen. This one has always been interesting, but still looking forward to continue moving to the upside. Right, we're on the daily, just like the others, pushing bullish. Right, didn't get that deep retracement that I thought we'd get here. Um, Still pushing bullish. Right, head and shoulders still somewhat intact, but let's see. Right, when we get that candle to close bullish today, give us another swing low here. Right. Um, Same divergence happening there, but moving long. Okay, coming down to the 4. There's that move. Okay, there's 80-20 to the upside. Beautiful. Got a pullback. Now, what's going to happen? Are we going to be able to take out the A boundary? Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Um, but looking long here on the Swiss chain also, at least in the short term. All right, we'll see what happens when we get back to the top of this range here. Um, See if we're able to break that and continue moving to the upside, potentially getting to this level here, 175, 115. Okay, so that's the level on the Swiss yen that I got my eyes on. Coming down to the 1. All right, there was your 80. Didn't quite make it to that 118, 127 zone, but you got that same reversal as the others, right? And we're headed back north. So we'll continue to track this as it moves to the upside and see if we take out these A boundaries on the move along. But headed to the upside nonetheless. We'll watch as we get higher in the zone to see where we are fundamentally, and see where the market could respond. Okay. Questions on the Swissy yen. Long term, looking to the downside, but I'm waiting on these retracements to finish out. Waiting on the retracements to finish out. All right, and we'll wrap it up a little bit early. Today's Logan's birthday, so we're gonna wake her up with song and dance and all that fun jazz. But we'll wrap it up on this Aussie NZD. We finally broke this level, right? Strong push yesterday, and you see we're continuing to drive, right? Took its time, did a little dance here, right? As we got back, retested some levels, but finally breaking that level to the upside, right? So Aussie NZD moving long. Coming down to your 4, right? That dance that we did gave us a 618 retracement. We're headed to the D extension at 110. Okay. Headed to the D extension. So we'll watch this continue to make those moves to the upside. Getting to that level, right? Overall, I'll take profit on this one is here, 112, right? Off the 8-6 retracement off the daily. Okay. So looking for that to continue moving long. Right, and we'll just play the ABCD waves to the upside. We got to the D extension on the 1, so we'll wait on a new fib to form, right? Wherever that is, then we'll look for a pullback and a continuation. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I will send her the love. Questions on this Aussie New Zealand? Nope. Appreciate it. All right. Benny, anything else before we wrap it up, bro?
Oh, sir, man. Only happy birthday to your daughter, man.
Appreciate it.
Tell her enjoy your day for sure. It's always fun.
Appreciate it, man. Yes, we will have fun, and then this weekend will be more of it. So appreciate the love, good people. I will send it to her. Matter of fact, let me take a screenshot for her. All right, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the pre-New York session with my awesome partner, Mr. Benny Allen. You guys have a phenomenal Wednesday. All right. We'll see you in the morning. Peace.